Speaking of Peyton Manning, they were showing. I've never watched the Manning cast, but apparently there's a TV show where Eli and Peyton watch Monday Night Football. They call the game and they have guests on. So this week they had Saquon on after the Giants win. They had Shannon Sharp, and then they're watching the game. And fucking another coaching move that was kind of a blunder by the Broncos is they had 40 seconds left, and he's going like this. Peyton's going, Eli, doesn't he got it? And Eli's going, yeah, dude, they're not even set. He goes, Sutton does. He was talking about the receiver. He goes, yeah, dude, Sutton's not settled. And Peyton's just going like this, dude. And they just started like, Peyton's going like this. And then they called it at 20 seconds. And then Shannon Sharp was the guest. And he goes, did they just burn 20 seconds and then call a timeout? And like Peyton was doing it. And then Peyton just goes, as soon as it happened, he just goes, it was like, you could tell he was like,
I was just picturing growing up watching a football game over the Mannings. It's like, I like those guys, but it's just everybody knows so much. I just feel like I can't say anything when I'm over there.
That's
then
so
Archie comes walking in with like an ice pack on his lower back. He's out that week for the Saints, and you're just kind of sitting there. Peyton, you going to introduce me to your friend there?
His mother's like, don't bother your father. His knees are killing him.
This is Billy Burr. He lives down the street. Oh, yeah? You play ball? Well, yeah, I mean, out in the street, but not like you guys.
I throw it around a little bit.
Yeah.
No, it was cool, though, man, to see Peyton going like, no, dude. It was like you could just tell the guy is just so, like, in tune. How cool would it be sitting next to him at a game? Like, and just like, he was like breaking it. He's like, yeah, dude, here's what's going to happen. You're just like, oh, dude, why aren't you playing right now? It's fucking incredible. He'd be a great coach, dude. He'd be a great coach.
Yeah, he would.
I think he'd be great.
I like him now in retirement, but I don't like any of those Colts. I don't like any of those fucking Colts. The fucking whining and bitch moaning and complaining they used to do against the fucking Patriots. I'll never forgive that franchise ever. Fuck all of them. I'm not really saying fuck Peyton Manning. I'm just saying the fucking whining.
I get it.
And the tapes and the investigations.
And the jealousy, Bill. The jealousy.
I know. And then you turn around and they were doing some of the worst shit ever. They got caught cheating so many fucking times, but for some reason, you know what it is, Paul? It's the middle of the country, Paul, and they just put them pants on one leg at a time, and nobody gives a fuck. You can literally fuck a pig in the middle of a fucking highway in the middle of the country, and the fucking the liberal media is they're just not going to pick it up unless you have on a MAGA hat. Then you could be sitting there eating an ice cream, and they'd figure out something that you did wrong. They just don't give a fuck. Dude, when you really think about what the San Antonio Spurs did, they might as well have done that in Portugal. Like, you want to talk about, it's just like it didn't happen in a big media market. Nobody cares. Dude, the level of boss hog, cheating ass, gamemanship horseshit that the Indianapolis Colts did while they were calling us out for doing the same fucking thing that they were doing. Yeah. But it was the middle of the country, Paul.
Yeah.
No, they got them family values out there, Paul.
You know what that reminds me of? That Milwaukee Bucks championship where Giannis Antetokounmpo had 50 points in that closing game, that game 7, where he just went off. That was one of the most undeniable NBA championship game.
Not a sexy city, Paul.
It's
and by the way, I saw that Untold on Donaghy, and every motherfucking thing that I was saying I felt was going on in the 2000s, right through to right now, that I am watching assisted reality.
Yeah.
The way they let certain players go to some teams and not others, they got the whole fucking thing worked out. Not literally who's going to win, but who's going to give us the most ratings and the most fucking money in our pocket. They're getting the fucking calls. I mean, that happens to a certain extent with star players and everything, but I'm just saying what was going on. When they fucking acted like he was the only guy fixing games, the first thing I said was like, how long can I be shaving points, Paul? And you're on the team with me before you're like, Bill, what's going on with you? 2 games?
Yeah.
It's a fucking joke.
And here's the other thing. When there are 3 officials for an NBA game, the other 2 guys, they see a habit going on, dude. Come on.
Dude, and I really believe Stern, rest his soul, was filthy.
If me, you, and Andrew Themlis were doing an NBA game and you were Donaghy, one of us at halftime would be like, dude, Bill, is there something we should like?
Paul, I'm not shaving points without letting you in on it. You're my boy.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all going to Steak and Shake after this, buddy.
Bill, can I get a little scratch from this? What's going on?
You're all
over Iverson. That's fucking great.
Paul, this is what we do. We'll fix 1 game a month. They're not going to notice. As long as we're on the up and up and on the rest of them, 1 game a month, we get fucking paid.
Yeah, okay? They're not paying us enough.
We'll just have Themlis puts it in. All right, Themlis goes to Vegas, We just get him a linen outfit, matching top, so he looks like a fucking whale. Yeah. We'll go in and we'll take care of 1. Dude, fuck these guys, man. They're all making fucking. This guy's on the bench, Paul. They're making fucking more money we'll ever see in our lifetime. Come on.
Yeah. That's wild. Dude,
it's Utah versus the Pelicans. Nobody's watching this. He's not the only one. That's amazing. Oh, dude, when we go out to the West Coast, we're up in Portland. If they're bad that year, the whole East Coast, the Midwest, they're asleep, Paul. They're not even watching the fucking game.
Oh, dude, that was sad. That was fucking sad.
Can I tell you this, Paul? What about before ESPN when you didn't even see those fucking highlights?
Oh God, yeah, dude. That documentary of the player that his bookie friend goes, dude, just don't win. The guy that was supposed to be the #1 pick in the NBA draft and he ruined his career because the FBI found out. They go, yeah, dude, you could win, just don't win by 8, or you know what I mean?
The most easily fixed to manipulate game, dude. My buddy just told me. New York guy, he goes, there's a book that came out about the New York Knicks in 1989 about them throwing games because they owed money to drug dealers.
What?
Wow. Exactly. What? They just everybody acts like it's not happening. It's like with Fox News and CNN. They'll go after a comedian in a minute. They're not going to go after big pharmaceutical. They're not going to go after the fucking guys that turned our food supply into poison. They're not going after that. They're not going to bite the hand that feeds. So the NBA is the hand that feeds. So they're going to do the rogue fucking guy. Daniel Stern was this visionary that built the league and da-da-da-da-da and all of that shit. All of that shit.
David,
whatever his fucking name is.
Daniel Stern was the actor in Home Alone.
I know he was. You're right. Should have let me go with that because then people could do the Photoshop.
You would be the... You would be the worst guy.
Like that with Daniel Stern glasses on. David Stern glasses on.
Yeah, Andrew, I just pictured if Bill got caught, and the FBI was, and Bill's like, all right, dude, I'm going to fucking just keep me out of the fucking jail. I'm going to sing. You just start even getting the other guys' names wrong.
Yeah. If I couldn't rat out on people if I wanted to. I can't remember their names.
The FBI guy would be confused. You go, wait, who? And then you would just,
Mickey Jordan. Mickey Jordan, he plays for the Chicago Blackhawks. One of those fucking Chicago teams. I can't remember. I'm done with the NBA, Paul.
I know.
I watch it because the athletes are so good, but I'm done with this whole stupid fucking trying to pay attention. Oh my God, are the Lakers going to pass the Celtics? This is the thing, Paul. If you're writing this script, of course, the Lakers get 18 before the Celtics do because the Celtics held the record for the longest. That's more interesting. And then it's like, oh, the Celtics gonna fucking better. And you watch, they'll let us load up again like that bullshit Big 3 thing that they let us do.
Yeah.
There's no business like show business, like no business I know.
But you know what? That's why the NFL season is here, and you just go there, you have your beers, and you get fucking hammered. Andrew.
Speaking of that, Paul, was there a better weekend? I don't think I ever ate so many Tums and had heartburn. That time we went to LSU, Alabama on Saturday, spent a whole Sunday in New Orleans acting like we still had gigs, and then waited until the Monday night Saints versus Eagles.
That was amazing. That was one of my fondest memories of going to a game with you. And another one of my fondest memories going to a game with you is when we sat in the car in front of that house because the residential people let you.
That was LSU.
Yeah, and me and you sat there, and I think it was Michelob Lights. Was it Michelob Lights? And we just got hammered on Michelob.
No, we also had something hard too. We had the Michelob Lights. That's the first beer I ever got hammered on. And that's the only city I know where they still sell it because of that stupid Michelob Ultra. So we're drinking Mickey Lights in front of somebody's house right there in Baton Rouge.
Oh, and everybody just lets you park on their lawn and in front. And then when it's time to go, you walk. Me and Bill are drinking these Michelob Lights. But Bill, speaking of getting drunk.
Remember that old timer? The old time Southern guy? The LSU fan turns around to the Alabama section. He goes, around the hole and down the bowl. Roll, Tide, roll.
Yes, I do remember that. You lost it. And we started throwing a football with them.